Good day, everybody. This is Etienne Marcel Pertut, and welcome to another edition of Fighting Peaches. On this edition, we're going to be highlighting James Madison football player Trent Hendrick, as we were able to speak with him exclusively at the 2025 Sunbelt Media Days in New Orleans earlier this summer. So we talked with Trent about the upcoming season for the Dukes and much more. Before we get to Trent, as always, to follow everything that we do, head to the mothership, to sportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also go to our social media platforms on Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook. Make sure you like and share on there. And finally, go to our audio and video host. Like and share on there also. And that's YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and more. As I mentioned, we were able to speak with Trent Hendrick, the starting linebacker for James Madison, at the media days earlier this summer in New Orleans. And let's get to Trent and his thoughts on the upcoming season. Enjoy.
Right here with the senior linebacker from James Madison football, Trent Hendrick. How has the offseason been for you overall, just getting ready for your senior campaign?
It's been good. It's been fun. Really, just trying to soak it all in, like you said, one last go round. So, just really been trying to put it all on the play before the season.
Right. You personally played all 13 games, had 12 starts at linebacker.
Yeah,
You felt that this your last campaign were really felt establishing yourself as a solid player in the rotation and being a big contributor.
yeah, for sure. Last year was my first year really being in there, starting the whole time. Really, almost running the show. But ready for another one this year.
Yeah, and just overall, how did you prepare for this off season? Was it do you just do it anything different, or how was your approach just getting ready for this year?
Yeah, we already do the hard work with our strength coach on and off the field, in the weight room. But it's been the extra work that the guys been putting in. Not just me, it's the whole defense, and then it bleeds into the whole team. You see groups coming out after workouts every single day. Corners getting work in, linebackers getting work in, D line getting their feet right, hands right. And you see the wideouts, quarterbacks, receivers just throwing stuff. Even if we had a long day, they'll just work top of the route. Little stuff every day, try to steal that to become a better player.
Yeah, and how's this off season for you? Obviously, with Coach Chesney in his second year, obviously you probably kept some of the same staff and had some of the same players. How's that continuity just been better for this year for you?
Yeah, last year, we had a whole new staff and a brand new team. This year, we had way more returning players. Coach second year in there, so more familiarity. It's easier to lead now in the sense of last year. I was an older guy, but I didn't know Coach Chess, so I couldn't really tell you everything that he was gonna do. Like I can't answer too many questions because I don't know myself. Now that I've been around him for a little bit, I kind of got his movements right. I can predict what he's doing and help the other guys out.
And last year, obviously 9 wins, got a bowl win as well against
Yep.
Western Kentucky. What's that next step you think for the team to get the double-digit wins, finish first in the conference
Right.
in the Eastern Division as you're projected,
Hmm.
and put yourself in position for a conference championship and possibly beyond?
Got to play 4 quarters of football. Some of the games that we lost were really close games. And it's not one play or one drive that can determine the game. It's the whole game, and you just got to piece it all together. It's a long season that we're getting ready to prepare for. We hoping that this goes a long way. We playing games when it's still real cold out. And just take it the whole way.
Yeah, I saw just doing research. You have sponsorship with Subi. Am I saying that correct?
Subi.
Subi, Subi.
Hmm.
But what about that? If you want to talk, elaborate on that, but and what about just being engagement, social media, maybe with NIL and just your brand or just your entity? How about that?
Yeah, that's new to football. The NIL stuff and all that, and you just gotta use your brand and use your personality to maximize stuff like that. We have stuff through the team with the rev share, new rules going in this summer, but some own personal stuff. You just gotta find that people will find you. Just gotta keep your image clean.
All right, wrapping up here with Trent Hendrick from James Madison Football. Favorite stadium that you have played in besides obviously your home at JMU?
We're talking about the Louisville Stadium. It was a really pretty sunset when we played my freshman year in 2022.
All right, Louisville. Uh, your favorite uniform color combination?
Black, all black. I was just telling Dave about that. All black is you put that all black on. I mean, you just feel like you in a video game.
How do you prepare for a contest? Just meal, music, physical preparation? What's that routine for you like?
In the morning, if we have a morning game, I eat fairly light in the morning. Nothing too crazy. A little eggs, bacon, potatoes, a little bit of fruit, but it's a small plate. Some water, hydrate well. If we play later on in the day, I'll eat a pretty decent meal. I'll get some red meat for sure, vegetable, and a good carb. Give me some nice energy before the game. But I'm pretty chill. I like to listen to music. When I get to the locker room, I'm gonna call my mom for sure in the morning. Sneak a time to call my mom for sure. My dad, he just knows to be around. When I call mom, just find a way to the phone. And but yeah, when I get to the stadium, I'm gonna call my mom again, flip the camera or whatever, FaceTime, show them, do a little walk around. Other guys out there, you see other guys like Zoe. I know he always does a full field walk. Coach Harper, he takes a lap around the field every time we get there. So you see other
It's
people
like a whole
doing their
routine. Goodness, I didn't know all that. No,
yeah.
thanks. No, that's good to know.
Uh-huh.
And then lastly, what's been some coaching advice, or maybe from a mentor, a message that you try to carry with you, just as you progress in your career and life in general?
Right now, a good quote that I've been living off of, given by my new linebacker coach, Dave Plungus. He's been telling me one great year can change your life. So that's what we say every day after we leave each other. One great year can change your life.
I like it. Once again, Trent Hendrick from James Madison Football. Thanks for your time. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
All right, we thank Trent for giving us his time at the Sunbelt Media Days in New Orleans earlier this summer. And the Dukes are looking to have a pretty big campaign, and he'll be a big part of that. Well, thanks for listening and watching this latest edition of the Fighting Peaches. As always, you can head to the mothership, the sportsinquirer.net, for premier news and notes in the world of sports. You can also head to our social media platforms on Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook at Sports Inquirer or TN Marcel Pursuit. And finally, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our audio and video hosts like YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and more. And thank you for listening and watching this latest edition. Until next time, good fight, good night, and be safe.